Before sharing the study, I would like to give you some background information about the learning ecosystem and the learning analytics in the workplace. Since I think I'm quite different from this in this community, I'm from the workplace side, and I think I would like to give you some background and hope you can better understand the study we are doing. And here is my introduction. I'm Weihan Lin. I'm from Taiwan, or you can call me Harry. I'm now working for the Novartis Innovative Medicine in China, Shanghai, and I'm head of the Digital Learning Center for Field Force Training. And my major is psychology, and I'm going to get my master degree in the University of Michigan on the data science. So before sharing our study, I would like to give you some brief introduction and background about the learning ecosystem in the workplace. On the left side, I share some key people in the ecosystem. They are learner, trainer, and the stakeholder. In Novartis China, we have 5,000 medical representatives. They are very young. Their average age is 29, and they are all their responsibility is to engage healthcare professional and provide a professional product-related communication and information with them. And so the most of their time are in the hospital to work with the HCP, and so we call it in the field. And so their major learning style are the platform they are the mobile learner. And the second major category will be the trainer and the designer. They are usually we call they are our trainer. They are usually with the background. They are experiences as line manager. So they are used to be a medical representative and become the first line manager and the second line manager. And some of them are the subject matter expertise. They have the well domain knowledge in the certain therapeutic area, and some also have the background in the learning and development professional in the workplace. And I think the most special part in the workplace is the stakeholder, because they are the business leader and also the learner's first or second line manager. They will have a different opinion about the learning in the workplace. For example, everyone will say that learning and development or capability building is important for reps, but they will have the different opinion on how and when and how much to invest in the learning, and the question they will have the different challenge, and the question about the learning effectiveness is always the challenge for our department. On the right side, I think just a brief introduction about the learning content is in the workplace side. It usually comes from the competency model. It will cover the certain critical skills and domain knowledge. And for the learning environment is quite different from from the university and from the K-12 education, because the learning in the workplace is everywhere. It's including the formal education and the informal learning way, like exposure, like learn from the colleague or observe what colleague did, or just do themselves. They will gain the experiences, and they will learn by doing. And as for the formal education part, we usually have different kinds of formats, including the mobile courseware. It's usually a self-paced courseware, and also the AI-based role-play tool to help them enhance their interaction skill with the HCPs, and also some classroom training to discuss some special case. So this is an overview of the previous slide. Usually the learning ecosystem in the workplace will start from the competency model, and we will have the data-driven learning ecosystem to help them learn, practice, and assessment their capability improvements and recollect, and then they will have their own learner profile, and we can ensure their progression and their capability profile in the different kind of scenarios. Also, I would like to share some learning analytics in the workplace. This is the topic we are interested in because in the workplace, I think the employee have two different roles. The major role will be the performer. They will deliver the performance and they will to meet the business goal. The minor role will be the learner. But the interesting part is if we only focus on the learning, it's not enough for our business leader, like I previously said, that our stakeholders. So we will focus on the learning about the capability building and also how they performing in the business and how the organization can support their capability building and to fulfill the business goal. So the bullet points are the topic we are interested in, including how to improve the effectiveness of the training or learning, including the different way, material design, and the process and the mechanism. Also, we are from learning to the capability, how to assess their capability, and what kind of learning will help the capability building. And together with learning and the capability, we are focusing on how's the performing, what the relationship among the learning capability and performing, and also the organization. So this is just a brief introduction of the learning analytics in the workplace we are interested in, and also we have some research, and we are working on this field, and we hope to bring more theory and practice study in the workplace. So I'm going to quick share our study. Our study is about the learning performance in the workplace. Is an exploratory analysis investigating. So our top research question is, we find that there are different learning performance among our employees. So is there any factor we can identify to distinguish the effective learners from the less effective ones? Because this question is important for our business leader who are the employee with the good learning agility and who are not, and who are the better learner to fulfill the more difficult job and to take the more challenging task. So in this study, we studied 166 our new hire medical representative, and their learning content is online professional training course consists of 69 learning contents in 4 different formats. And the setup is it's a self-paced online course. The training was divided into the 12 subsections to encourage the learner to finish one section each day. So it means that we expect they can spend 30 minutes a day to finish this course. But technically speaking, the learner can learn at their own pace without any limitation on the system. They don't have to first finish the certain item and unlock the next item. This for free. They can freely choose which item they want to learn. But finally, they have to finish all the 79 learning items because this is the compulsory training for new hires. And there are also some training operator will remind them about the learning schedule. So this is a brief view. We have the pretest, and then they will begin their learning, the 12-day learning, and then they will have the post-test. So the studies, we find that there are different learning outcome on the post-test. So it means we would like to know if we can find some patterns during their learning during their learning to help them or to ensure what's to find the need the help they might need. So we use the data mining approach to do this study. The previous step I will go through quickly. We do the k-means clustering to use the 8 features to do the cluster in 3, and we also use the ANOVA to see the different features among the different cluster. Then I think the most I would like to share is about the last part, the sequence data framework and how to visualize. We find a different behavior pattern among 3 clusters. And here's the measurements we use. We use all these 8 measurement, or we call feature, to do the clustering. And all this in the proceedings, you can refer detail maybe in the later if you are interested. And we can find easily, the quick summary is that the 3 clusters have a significant difference on measurements. We will say there are 3 main clusters, or one is promotion focus. They got the lowest post-test score, means that their learning outcome is the best, the worst. And also they spend less time on their assignment and the quiz. And the best cluster is the balanced one. They have the highest post-test score, and but they are not the one who spend the most of time on the assignment and the quiz. So we are interested in this feature are the outcome, the learning outcome, and some of the learning behavior, the time they spend on the assignment, on the quiz, and the quiz section. But what's the different? What makes these outcomes so different? So we are interested in this. We use this new approach, nothing really new, because we find this methodology in another paper. And we do try to use this methodology to analyze their behavior. So it's called the sequence data framework. It's just like we have the 17 items. If they learn this item, we at our desired sequence, like we will decide the 79 item in the sequence. They will learn one by one. Then is the learner follow the sequence. So on the right side, it's a demo. We have if this learning course there are 10 items on the y-axis, and the x-axis it will be the order of being complete. So for the learner one, you can see the learner one follow the sequence we are decide. Aspect they are learning. So they learn the first item as the first sequence, and the second as the second sequence. So this is the learner follow the designing. And the learner 2, learner 3, learner 4 are safe. They follow the design first, but the learner delay the item 3 as the sequence 5, and they he or the learner 2 learn the item 5 as the third sequence. So this is the demo, shows how we calculate their behavior to make the sequence data as the feature to find the difference between this cluster. So for the we use the probability to show each learning item to be completed as the which sequence. So for the learner 1 is the most compliant learner, and the other 3 learner are part of the compliance. They follow their own pace and choose what they want during the learning journey. So use this framework, we find that the learner who follow the design learning sequence can learn most effectively, which also indicates the effectiveness of our pedagogy. We design the learn, test, and the practice for every content. So on the left side, this is the promotion cluster. They are the lowest post score, so their learning outcome is the worst. And you can see there the learning sequence, they didn't really follow the learning sequence. They usually will learn a video format, learn video content in advance, but delay all the practice and the quiz. So under this line is the learning in advance, and on the left side is the delay learning part. So you can see the balanced cluster. They learn they have the best learning outcome, and they follow the learning design the learning sequence closely. And you can see the detail because the picture in the proceeding is quite small, so I try to make this bigger for you. And you can see this is the promotion folks, the worst learning outcome, and the median learning outcome, and the best learning outcome. So we use this framework to analyze and try to find the learning behavior among these three clusters. And in the future, we can monitor their learning sequence and do the earlier intervention or earlier identification of different learner for the business leader and for our learning management purpose. So I will stop here, and if there are any question.
Thank you. You did have one question. Did you do a pretest as well to evaluate a learning gain, or just did the post-test?
Yeah. Thanks for the question. Yes, we do the pretest, and the outcome of pretest, you can see among the three classes are almost equally. So they have the because they are new hire, as we random they have any background information, so they got the equally pretest score.